All right. Happy afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Fly Like an Eagle podcast, week 2 edition against the San Francisco 49ers. Brutal game to watch. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was out with a couple of buddies of mine. I was watching this game. We started off good. We scored 3 points and then non existing. You can say what you want about the offense not showing up. You could say about anything you want about the defense, how Brandon Graham went down and then we looked lackluster. You could say whatever you want. But I think the problem was pretty evident. The coaching was piss poor, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Nick Sirianni needs to fucking stop pandering with the fans. I'm so sick and tired of I'm sick and tired of it already. Um, the coach needs to do his job. He needs to call plays. He needs to put the team in the position to win, and he needs to stop fucking pandering to the fans. I'm so sick and tired of this shit already. You're wearing an Iverson shirt during warmups. Why are you wearing an Iverson shirt during warmups? You were in Indianapolis last year. Like, why are you trying so hard to pander to the fans? You're not Philadelphia, dude. You're not. You're the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. You are hired to make this team better than what it was. Doug Peterson was his coach last year. You're trying to implement your own foundation into this team. Act like it. Stop fucking pandering to this goddamn fan base. We will not have it. The coaching was fucking abysmal today. It was garbage. I could talk all day long about how Jalen Hurts didn't take over the game, but he was not the problem. Nick Sirianni was a joke today. He was a laughing stock. And it pisses me off when you add all these things into one before the game. Oh, let's wear an Iverson shirt. Let's wear a Jalen Hurts shirt. Let's wear a Jason Kelly shirt. We don't give a fuck about that, bro. We don't care. We want you to win football games. That's all we care about. And this was a joke. We had the San Francisco 49ers off balance on both sides of the ball to start the game, and you could not capitalize. That is the problem. And I know I'm getting heated here, and I know I'm getting pissed off. I knew this team wouldn't be that great, especially against good teams. I understand that. But we had this game. And it was piss poor coaching that lost us this game. It wasn't the refs. You can say all you want about the whole delay of the game at the end of the game. It shouldn't have even come down to that. It shouldn't have. We had this game. Jimmy Garoppolo's not that good. But, that's enough from me. Zomster, how you doing, buddy?
No, listen, it's a frustrating loss. Like, listen, you said a lot that I was gonna say, and you're completely right. I mean, you watch this game, you're at home. It's been what, a year, 2 years without the fans, jam-packed. It was loud on the television, and you put up 3 points basically the whole game. You score in garbage time. I have absolutely no words for the offense. The defense did its job. The defense, I would like it to be a little aggressive, but I don't want to spend time talking about the defense. If they told me you're going to give up 17 points against the 49ers, I would say we win. The 49ers secondary was depleted with injuries, depleted. They have Josh Norman, who is absolutely abysmal, garbage player. And Jimmy G is not a guy who's going to win the Super Bowl. He just stinks. The fact that he was taunting, the fact that he was snapping the ball, when he got a first down to win the game or whatever. Jimmy Garoppolo might be one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen. And I'm not saying this as a salty person. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, our defense could have been a little bit aggressive, yes, but I don't want to talk about the defense like everything was wrong, okay? Losing Brandon Brooks, and I'm going to say this, I don't think it's a bad loss, and I'm going to tell you why. This guy hasn't been healthy for 2 years. He's got problems mentally. Get him off the fucking team. This guy is always hurt, does his taekwondo exercises or whatever, gets hurt all the time. He's done. Landon Dickerson is a beast, and I love the way he came in here, and he played well. He's going to be the starting right guard for the rest of the year. It's absolutely devastating to lose Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham is out for the year, basically. That's a huge loss. That means we're going to see more Derek Barnett, who I absolutely despise. Offensively, this game was abysmal. The worst game plan Peterson 2 years after we won a Super Bowl, because I said, this offense is so predictable. This offense lacks creativity. That's all we saw today. The 49ers front seven is very good. Their secondary is garbage. I don't want to hear about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts threw the ball beautifully down the field. Could he have made more plays? Yes, but I just think he did everything he could today. This is not about the quarterback. Every designed run that we had was up the gut, and we were getting killed. The offensive line did not have a good game today. Every run was downhill. No tosses, no screens like we saw last game to try to get our players involved. Nothing. God bless Quest Watkins for catching those 2 bombs. Fine, beautiful. We are in the red zone. These play calls, especially on 4th down, reverse pass to Greg Ward, you have to give confidence to your quarterback. You give the ball off to Greg Ward and try to beat you. This loss is 1,000% on Nick Sirianni, Shane Steichen, whoever runs this offense, 125%. This offense was abysmal. It made the Niners defense look good, better than what it was. I don't think the Niners defense is that good. Their front 7 is good, not their secondary. Josh Norman, Jason Verrett out for the year. Their linebacker who scored on a pick six last week out for the year. This offense was predictable. This offense had no juice. And like you said, enough of the Iverson shirts, enough of this fucking pandering with the fans. He looked like he was in a corpse today. I don't want to hear he's a rookie head coach. You're supposed to put your players in the best position to win. This guy had no answer. San Francisco is not good. We were that bad offensively today.
Yeah, we were. You nailed it right on the head. And I think the biggest thing is, I mean, it's not really the pandering. That just annoys me personally. It's like, dude, you want to fit in so bad to this Philly crowd that you want to wear all the legendary athlete shirt. Why don't you make yourself a legend and coach this team the right way and lead us to Super Bowl victories? You can make yourself a legend. You don't even have to pander. We would love you for the rest of your life. But the fact of the matter is that this guy coached such a miserable game today when last week it looked like he was going to bring us to the playoffs with flying colors. A lot of people were saying that Jalen Hurts was probably going to be the next big thing in Philadelphia Eagle history. They were saying that the defense was great. The defense looked good today. I'm not taking anything away from the defense, especially when Brandon Graham went down. But when he went down, you could see there were a couple of holes. And, you know, the offense, Devonta Smith was completely shut down. Jalen Reagor, my boy, I'm wearing his jersey. I don't give a fuck. My boy Zomp hates Jalen Reagor, all right? I will always support this dude. Did he step out of bounds? Yeah. But you want to know why? Because that's because Jalen Hurts threw a beautiful ball. But if it was a beautiful ball, he would have been out of bounds. Go rewatch that play, right? The ball was centered onto the sideline. That's why he stepped out of bounds. It wasn't in stride to keep him inside the field. It was that play was set up to get Jalen Reagor outside and out of bounds, you know? So it's like, I don't understand all the hate when it comes to Jalen Reagor. The guy is going to be a stud, dude. He really is. And a lot of people are telling me, oh, shut up about Jalen Hurts. No, I'm going to tell you something. And I told Zomp this before we went on to the show. I told you this. Jalen Hurts didn't do anything to lose this game. But he also didn't do anything to win the game. When he's running for the sticks 3 times out of 4 times, getting the first down every time, it looks good on paper. It looks good. We could be going down the field. But whenever you run towards the sticks and not look down the field, you could be missing a wide open target that's 30 yards down the field. We could get 30 more yards. That's what Jalen Hurts does. He's an RPO quarterback. All right. And when he doesn't see his first read, he runs. That's what he does. I'm not bashing Jalen Hurts. I'm just telling you what he is. He's not a quarterback that's going to take a game over for you. So when the play calling's not there, we're going to lose. It's that simple. You know, and that's what a lot of these fanboys don't understand. And I'm so sick and tired of talking about the quarterback year after year after year, like Zom says. I'm sick of it. I want a quarterback that could lead this team to success. And do I think Jalen Hurts is that answer? I don't personally, but who fucking knows? I'm just sick and tired of this fan base talking about this team, how the quarterback is going to be great or how they're not going to be great. I'm sick of it. I'm mentally sick of it, bro. And I just want a quarterback that could just lead us. I want a quarterback to lead us. And Jalen Hurts, to me, is just not that guy. But you know what? We're not talking about Jalen Hurts. This team, I didn't think they were abysmal today. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I watched the whole game, start to finish. I didn't think they were abysmal today. I thought Nick Sirianni was the whammy of the game. I thought he was the worst part of the game, personally. Other than that, we played a great San Fran team. We played till the finish. If it weren't for that delay of game, maybe we would have stopped them on third down. And then we could be 2-0. Who knows? But at the end of the day, you can't start off and score 3 points and then just come with nothing for the entirety of the first three quarters. So that's just my take on that.
You said a lot to digest. Like I said, this game all comes down to Nick Sirianni. I don't think Jalen Hurts played bad at all. You say he runs. That part I don't get, because there were times where I'm watching and I'm like, he had all day to throw and he's scanning the field. He is not Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is the type of guy to look at his first read. If his first read is not there, he's running. Anybody that knows football sees this. Jalen Hurts, I don't see him look at his first read. Oh my God, he's not there and he's running. I thought he stood in the pocket way too much. Now, towards the end of the game, he took it upon himself to run because he said nothing's working, so let me take it upon myself. I thought Jalen Hurts actually stood in the pocket way too much today, and he did have time. But he took it upon himself towards the end of the game, and look what happened. He made plays. I think it was garbage time stats, yes, just like Jalen Reagor did last week when he caught the screen. I'm hard on Jalen Reagor because this is his second year. There is no excuse. You're always on Twitter, and people are going to say, why do you hate Reagor? I'll tell you why I hate Reagor. I have never watched college ball, so I'm giving this guy the benefit of the doubt. This guy drops balls last year. This guy already got hurt. This guy's mentally weak in the head. Lacks confidence. He makes one catch. It's like, oh, I'm going to be on ESPN today. There is no reason you could look back at that thing, and I'm not going to argue with you. The ball, he was pushed out of bounds by either that guy or he ran too outside. Ball was in his hands, caught the ball, touchdown. He is the only guy on this team that can actually use some positive energy and then fucks it up by going out of bounds. The guy had 2 catches for 5 yards. Now, Devontae Smith is a fucking Heisman winner. He was against Josh Norman or whoever their cornerbacks was, their secondary. He only had 10 yards, 15 yards. That is that's something bad. That's something that we should all be focusing on, saying, what the fuck? But Goddard had 1 catch, 2 catches. Ertz had 1 catch. You're telling me this whole fucking secondary, which is not good, locked us up? Now, it's either Hurts didn't see it, it's either the lack of play design. All I know is that Nick Sirianni in situational today was horrendous. Even when we just scored 17-3, we scored 17-9. Why are you going for 2? What? Because if you don't make it, you're still down by 8 and you still got to go for 2. It's dumb.
Yep.
He is Doug Peterson 2.0 in my opinion. Lack of creativity, not using your weapons, not putting the ball in your hands. Did you see a reverse to Reagor at all? Have you seen anything to put their ball in the hands of their playmakers? No. Devontae Smith was a nothing today. Reagor, again, was a nothing today. Quez Watkins, lucky that he caught these fucking bombs. This offense lacks playmakers. They lack cohesiveness. They lack the play calling last week was because it was Atlanta. That's why I wasn't hyped. Go back. I said, we're going to lose today. I thought 35-30. That was my legit. Everybody I said, we're going to lose 35-30 today. I didn't think San Francisco's defense was that good. Their front seven is very good, not their secondary. It is a question. We all have to be concerned. They had no juice. Sirianni on the sidelines like this, no handshakes today, no pounding of the chest. Jalen Hurts looked like he had no juice. You had 60,000, 80,000 Eagles fans, and that's what you do? And it was a disgrace that the 49ers fans took over, in my opinion. A disgrace.
I thought the worst part of the whole thing, it has nothing to do with the game, was the fact that they tried to make it a whiteout and there was no white shirts in the stadium. It's like, why are you wasting time putting all these white shirts out? Why you think we're grown adults? It's not a fucking college game. We're not gonna wear fucking white shirts across the stadium. Like, it's just not gonna happen. And I got a super chat from Jerry Mayas. How he needs to be fired after this year, I swear to God. Well, he's probably not going to be fired because if he were fired, he would have been fired last year. So that's out of our control. And honestly, I don't really think, I know I should be more fired up, and I'm fired up at Coach Sirianni today because of his lack of play calling and the pandering. I'm just over it. But at the end of the day, I'm not as mad as I should be, because what did I say before the season started? I wanted this team to fight to the very end. The game came down to the very end, believe it or not. It was 17-11. If it weren't for a delay of game call, or a lack of thereof, we probably would have got the ball back and tried to go down the field and win the game. So we were in the game against a really top-tier echelon team. I know they were on the road, but, I can't be mad. I'm mad at Nick Sirianni because I just want him to call the game. I want him to call the correct plays for this team to win the game. That's all I want to do. I'm not mad at anyone or anything else other than Nick Sirianni today. I'm really not.
You know what? I'm sorry to cut you off. You know what bothers me? I'll tell you what bothers me. What bothers me is we all knew we were going to lose today. Yeah, there was a slight hope that we may win. We had the confidence. They're coming from West Coast. It's 1:00 game. Okay. I knew we were going to lose this game. I have it in our predictions. We're going to lose this
easily,
today.
yeah.
We all knew.
Yeah.
Okay? But why am I so angry? Because I wish we would have gotten blown out. I wish we would have lost 34-10. When you lose a game like this that you should have won, it bothers me. Like, I can't say San Francisco's that much better than us. San Francisco looked great. Jimmy Garoppolo really tears us apart. We really look like a rebuilding team. We could have easily won this game, and that's what bothers me. We lost because the Philadelphia Eagles were dumb, not because the 49ers were that good. And that's what's killing me. It fucking kills me. I'd rather have lost fucking 31-10.
Well, 1 second. Jerry Mayhaus sent 3 super chats. Thank you so much, Jerry Mayhaus. We got Cowboys in Dallas and KC at home. We're screwed. Well, this is something I'm going to say right now, and it's not even going to be for the preview show. I think we beat the Cowboys next week. The reason being is because the San Francisco 49ers had an awesome defense today. If you watch that game today, they had an awesome defense. The Cowboys don't have an awesome defense. I feel like the way that Nick Sirianni called the game today, if he calls the same exact game plan, I think we could run over the Dallas Cowboys. Like, I truly do. I don't think Dallas is all that good, dude. Like, I really don't. You know, especially when the defense lacks everything. They just moved Micah Parsons from linebacker to D end. Like, they're already trying to screw up this kid's mindset. So it's like next week, I know I'm a little bit biased, but it's like next week, I feel like we could have a better time against that team than this team. I genuinely do. You know, and I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm just a little concerned. Like, I look at our playmakers, right? And I look at our wide receivers, right? And I still think they stink. But you have Devontae Smith, a guy who's supposed to get open, and he was going to him early. Like, what happened? Like, what was the design? Like, what were we doing? Were we just like, all right, we're going to run the ball 30 times today? Like, it just seemed like repetitive. And then, like, you throw a bomb, beautiful ball, beautiful catch. You're at the goal line, run up the middle, nothing. Then something else, like, why don't you do an RPO with Hurts? Why didn't you have Hurts run up the gut? Like, you had no creativity in the red zone. During the fucking offseason, all I heard was red zone work. Your best play on 4th down was a reverse to Greg Ward to throw it to Hurts. Like, that's concerning to me, dude. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you have Devontae Smith. Have him one-on-one. Everybody says you cannot cover him one-on-one. Have trips on one side. Have him against Josh Norman and go to him.
Right. No, I agree 100%.
Like, it's
now we have to break
the fuck.
news.
Like, our wide receivers, like.
Yeah, Brandon Graham tore his Achilles, so he's out for the year.
Yeah, of course. We knew this. We knew this already.
Yeah, but what do you think about that? Like, I mean,
it's a huge loss. It's a huge loss. And that means we have to see Derek Barnett more now. Derek Barnett, who I say should have been the Dalvin Cook pick, it's a horrendous pick. Now we're fucked. We're royally fucked.
Yep. I mean, we're not royally fucked because I feel like the defensive line is the key spot to our team. I feel like that's a special part of our team. You know, secondary, you can say whatever you want. I mean, Darius Slay looked great today. Steve Nelson looked great today. You know, linebacking core, I didn't really see much of them today, but I can't really say the defense played a bad game today. So
we shouldn't be talking
against
about
a team where I know we shouldn't be talking about them at all. They played decently. They played enough to win the game, you know, but the offense didn't. So it's like you can't. As much as I want to be mad, you know me, I go over the top sometimes. I am the only person I'm mad at is Nick Sirianni. That's literally the only person I'm mad at.
Yes,
literally.
Yes. It was Doug Peterson like, 2.0, and it's getting me scared. Like, I saw glimpses of it last week, and I saw more of it today. The going for two, the design calls, like these were just like Pop Warner calls. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, these are just horrendous play calls. Like, if you get stopped, you get stopped. These were play calls that were horrendous.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. And a lot of people wanted to crown this guy after week 1 against an abysmal Atlanta Falcons team. And I said, hold your horses. You know, it's like it takes a silly fan base to realize that this guy was pandering you the whole offseason, wearing T-shirts about being a Philly guy when he's been here for like what 8 months. It's like for me, that's not gonna fly. If you're gonna call a bad game, I'm gonna call you out on it. It's like I don't care about you coming here and saying, "Oh, Brian Dawkins is the best safety ever. Allen Iverson's the best basketball player." Dude, I just want you to coach the Philadelphia Eagles. That's all I want you to do.
Listen,
like the whole thing about the whole Rocky thing. The whole thing about the Rocky thing, it's like, oh, when Rocky shows up on the screen, I'm gonna get pumped up. It's like, dude, just fucking coach the game.
But
like just coach the game.
I know what you're saying, but the guy, listen, we all want the same thing. We all just want him to coach. We don't give a fuck. But that's his personality. He wants to say, like, I'm Philly guy. He wants to be accepted. I understand it. But you have to be better than what you did. I completely agree with you what you're saying. I completely agree with you. It's over the top. One day it's a Jalen Hurts shirt. One day it's an Iverson shirt. Oh, Rocket. I completely get it. But he wants to be accepted. He wants to show that he's a Philly guy. I understand it. But at the end of the day, what's going to make you a Philly guy and what's going to make you like this wins. We don't want to see this bullshit. If that's the case, then we should have kept fucking Marty Mortenweg and we should have kept Doug Peterson. This is exactly a recipe out of fucking Doug Peterson's playbook. All day today was garbage.
Hey, I made a smart move today in fantasy, though. I had Devonta Smith starting before. 5 minutes before the game, I replaced him with Michael Pittman, so I'm feeling good about myself. But other than that, we have Dallas next week. I'm going to the game. It's my first game of the year in the stadium, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm calling it right now. I think we're going to win because what I saw today, it wasn't horrible, but at the same time, it wasn't great either. We both had this as losses, so at the end of the day, you can't feel too bad about it. Because we fought to the end. That's what we really wanted as Eagles fans is fighting to the end of the day against a good team. That's what we really wanted. Now next week, if we lose, I'm gonna be heartbroken. I'm gonna be mad, and I'm probably gonna have a different tone on here after the game. But I don't think we're gonna lose.
In the NFL, it's an offensive league. You score 11 points. You know what I'm saying? Like there is not one defensive team out there. Look at Pittsburgh today against the Raiders, gave up 28 points. There is no such thing as defense anymore. But the fact that you only give up 17 and only score 11, it just pisses me off. Like, it really does. Like, you have to score points. And that's why I say next week. I know it's a week away, week away. But it's like, you have to, in order to beat Dallas, you have to defense things. They're out. Lawrence, they're going to use, what's his name? That linebacker that they got as a DN. But, dude, come on, man. San Francisco secondary is not good. And they had a ton of injuries. You're at home. It's a concern, man.
But again, but if you think that secondary is not good, you would think that Jalen Hurts would make the reads down the field, right?
But that's what I'm
just saying.
I'm with you, but I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. He had time in the pocket. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I want to see the clips. I want to see the clips come out that Devontae was open, that Rager was open, that this guy was open. But from what I saw, it was situational football. Third. What was in the first quarter? Do you remember that play? It was 3rd and 6. We ran a handoff to Sanders for 2 yards. Like, that's not Hurts. That's not Hurts. That's fucking Steichen and Sirianni. Like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit. Dumb.
It's like you're trying to catch a team off guard, but you're catching the wrong team off guard because the San Francisco defense is elite. So it's like, you can catch it.
6.
Yeah, I don't get that one. D'Amico Ryans is defensive coordinator. His first year, by the way. But other than that, I'm not upset. We're 1-1. We're going into the Dallas game. We could be 0-2 easily. So whatever. We both had this as a loss, like I said before. So it is what it is. But there was a glaring hole in today's game, and that was the coach. And he's got to be better. It's the fact of the matter. He's got to be better. But it was good. It was good to see the fans back at the stadium. It was a lot of fun. It was loud, and that's all I gotta say. Anything else you gotta say?
I got nothing to say. I'm just like I said, I could take a loss. There's no shame in losing or whatever. This motherfucker. There's no shame in losing or whatever. But at the end of the day, this was a game that we could have won. And the 49ers. I'm sorry, I'm not being salty. I just don't think they're good. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo, 22 of 30, 189 yards. Like Mitchell, 42 yards rushing, and they won. Like it makes me sick. So. Yep. It is what it is.
We didn't do enough. We didn't do enough on the offensive side of the ball, and I hate to bring it to you, but it starts with coaching, and it starts with the quarterback. The quarterback is the captain of the ship, and the quarterback's got to make plays, especially if the coaching's not working. And the quarterback didn't make any plays. So
we're staring at we're staring at 1-4, 1-5, my opinion, and then it starts to get a little easier.
The quarterback's got to make plays. It's just that simple. But with that said, we are going to get out of here. It's a 25-minute show today without Zach. Zach was out of the game today. I'm pretty sure he's pissed off. But next week we'll be back on Thursday, I believe. It'll be me and Zach. And then after the Monday football game against Dallas, I'm pretty sure it's going to be me being solo because both those guys will probably not be able to do a late show, and I'll be in Dallas. So
when?
it'll probably
Monday?
be me. Yeah, it's next Monday.
I'll be there.
All right, cool. You'll be there? Yeah, I'll make sure to do it outside the stadium or something then. But with that said, we're out of here. We're upset, obviously, but listen, it could have been worse. We could have got our ass kicked. We didn't get our asses kicked. Yeah, but we didn't. It's a building block, and you just got to move on from here. But anyway, we're out of here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the show today. Go Birds. Next week, it's Dallas week,
Peace.
and we got to win. Bye, guys.